With Zocdoc, you can search from tens of thousands of top-rated patient-reviewed doctors, all with verified reviews. That means you can make sure the vibes are right before you even meet them in person. And the best part is, it's free to use. Whether you're booking a specialist or just a nearby in-network doctor, Zocdoc makes it easy to filter for exactly what you need by location, availability, and even insurance. Just go to Zocdoc.com/rivalry and download the app for free. That's ZocDoc.com/rivalry. And one of my favorite things about fall is switching up my look to match the vibe. Whether it's my wardrobe or accessories, I love a fresh start. That's why I am so excited about Pair Eyewear. Absolutely love how easy and affordable it is to switch up my style. Their top frames make it simple to customize my glasses whenever I want. With top frames starting at just $25, it's budget friendly and you have options for every occasion. Go to PAIR-eyewear.com, code Sibling15.
No, I want to start. We have to start over again, but I want the people to hear because sometimes Bob has these criminal takes on things, and I feel like, and
Criminal is wild.
When he knows it's criminal, he tries to be like, well, we don't have to talk about it, Monét. I'm like, yeah, I want to talk about it.
That's not true. What it is sometimes Monét and I will, because we travel a lot, we have these, sometimes we have pretty bad Wi-Fi connections and stuff. So
and sometimes even at home, some of us have bad Wi-Fi.
Yeah, sometimes, and that's okay for you. And we ended up having a bad connection this time, and I didn't want to rehash the conversation. To which Monét goes, "I'm an actress," which lets you all know that she's pretending on the podcast half the time.
I did not say that, Bob. Why are you lying? Why you always lying?
Since you want to wear a Mistress Isabel Brooks shirt, let's go ahead and clock that tea, honey. Anyway, the take is, and this is so. I'm eating a salad from Chipotle, and I don't like spinach. I don't feel like I ordered spinach. I don't feel like I asked for spinach, but I ended up with spinach in my bowl. Spinach
is that what they put in the salads at Chipotle? They put spinach?
They either put lettuce or spinach, like iceberg or whatever it is, or spinach. And I ended up with spinach. I'm upset about it. Spinach is not my favorite leafy green. It might be it's not my least favorite leafy green, but it's bottom 3. For sure.
Okay. How many do you know? I like my leafy greens are, I like mixed greens, mixed greens, spinach, romaine. I hate the really, like the see-through lettuce. What is that? Is that iceberg? I hate iceberg. It's like you're just chewing on fucking water.
Iceberg lettuce. It's not always see-through though.
Well, like, when I say see-through, it's like almost like white green.
Oh my God. Can y'all hear that? Water around me? Okay, if you can't hear it, it's good.
What is that?
It's a washing machine, I'm assuming. There's kale, which is the king of leafy greens. She's number 1, the only one. She's the icon. She has a point, and she is the moment. Now, come on now. Like, kale is just the best. It tastes the best. It has that nice little bitterness to it. It bites back just a little bit. It enhances you can have it raw. You can have it slightly massaged. You can have it cooked, and it tastes. It gets better.
Are you out here massaging your kale?
I have massaged my kale. Yes, I have.
Wow, you don't even cook. You go off how you don't cook. When the fuck would you cook?
Okay, massaging is not cooking. It's prepping. To be clear.
Okay, so you just prepped your kale and then who cooked it? And then you took your kale. Hold on. You took your kale out the bag. You massaged it and ate it?
When you massage your kale, you put it in some warm water, and then you take it and then you let it sit there, and then you take it out of the warm water, and then you put some oil on it, and then you just give it a slight massage, and you slightly crimp it to release the bitterness and the flavors in it, and then you'll mix in like some. Then I made like an apple, like basically I made a Waldorf salad with kale. Like apples.
That's cooking.
I mean, is that cooking? Like if I make a fruit salad, am I cooking?
Yes. Cooking doesn't mean heat. Cooking means you prepare. I think you cook food to eat. So you prepare food to eat.
We're gonna have to go to Google to figure this one out, because I feel like you can't make a fruit salad and say I cook this. You know what I mean?
Yes, you can. I made this.
Oh, okay. Wait.
And don't be
What?
looking for it. Read
No,
what
the
you
first
don't
definition
see.
says a person who prepares food for eating, like a cook. The
Okay.
second one says a technical or industrial process comparable to cooking food. So, like, these definitions are kind of, I was like, what? Cook, verb, definition. Cook, verb,
I think it's to prepare
definition.
a meal to eat or prepare food to be consumed.
Prepare food, a dish or a meal by combining. Ooh, you will leave out stuff. Ooh, you will leave out
Well,
things.
I'm not reading anything. I'm literally just talking out loud what I think the
By
definition is.
combining and heating the ingredients in various ways. Heating.
Oh, heating. So cooking implies heat. I didn't know that. Did you know that until just now?
I think I implied that. I was like, I don't think you can just say you mix some. You're the one who didn't know that. Don't try to put it back on me. I'm not your
I'm
mirror,
asking
baby.
questions, baby. You're
And I'm
getting very
answering them.
accusatory. I'm
And
just
the answer
asking
is you.
questions.
And the answer is you didn't know that. Anyway, that being
Well,
said,
yeah, I
kale.
just feel
I didn't finish. So there's kale. There's bok choy.
oh yeah, I love a bok
There's
choy actually.
there's arugula.
Rocket, as they call it in the UK and in
Yeah,
Australia,
rocket.
rocket.
There's collard greens.
There's super greens.
The fuck is this? No, kale is a super. What's a super green?
It's like when like you mix like you like shave Brussels sprouts and some other things like Brussels sprouts, cabbage, and something else. They call that like a super greens, like greens.
Oh, there's yeah. I mean, and I'm not really into rocket, but ooh, anytime there's a kale option, kale Caesar.
Well,
Woo!
John and Vinny in LA, they do an arugula salad, and it's so well done. They like
Arugula. Sorry, arugula is such a ridiculous word.
who is that? Who's the cartoon that does that? Ahuga.
It's
Who
the
is
wolf.
that?
It's the
The
Looney
wolf.
Tunes wolf with this
Yeah.
in the zoot suit. The wolf in the zoot suit.
Yeah, in the zoot suit. Yeah. They do night one. They like take the rocket and then they whatever to it, salt, vinegar, oil, and they put a little lemon in it with a light Parmesan on there. It's very delicious.
Speaking of the
And the
wolf
reason I
in
don't
the
like
zoot
kale
suit,
is that kale is too coarse. Kale feels like you just shaved off some bark from a tree, or you took your foot and you shaved the bottom of it and then you put it in a thing. To me, that's what kale
well,
tastes
kale
like.
doesn't like you either.
I don't like her.
Can you hear that music in the background?
I went to school with somebody named Kale. His name was Kale.
Can you hear that music in the background?
No.
Okay, good. I need to ask them to like have them not blast music right now. Hold on.
Ooh, I was flexing that. Flexing. Oh, all right. Honey Bob said, shut it down. Shut it down.
I said I want to ask
Look
them
at
to
you.
not turn
Look at you. You feeling a puss, ain't you? Shut it down.
What I said was I'm going to ask them to have them not blast music right now. And to which you
we want to see the
interpreted,
text
shut
message.
it
Give us a
down.
screenshot. We want to see the text messages. We want to see what you done said.
Like you don't hear they're blasting it.
I think I can hear it now, yeah.
You know Tupac's real name?
I don't know his real name, no.
Yes, she is Tupac.
Is it? Like his name is the letter 2 in PSE?
No, T-U. Pop.
T-U.
Yeah.
What? Okay. So yeah, I'm here in Burlington, Vermont, and it's very cute, very sunny, it's very green. I think everyone looks like a lesbian here, which is kind of fierce. And I went to this little flea market yard sale thing, and across the which I realized I'm not a yard sale person. Like there are people who are really good at thrifting and like vintage finds and like getting like I'm just not a good thrifter vintager. Are you? I really want to be, but I'm not good at like sifting through a bunch of things and like trying to find a thing. Also, I'm not average size.
In my youth, I was a great thrifter. I discovered the joy of thrift stores through costume department of my theater program. We would always have to go get our own. I mean, my high school didn't have a lot of money, so we had to get our own costumes.
Damn.
So whenever we did, we would always get them from the thrift stores. And I figured out how to make like period clothes or style something that looked like it was from the 50s because we were doing Grease, and I had to go do all the shopping and the wardrober, Miss Enfinger. Shout out to Melanie Enfinger.
Miss Enfinger.
Her name was Melanie Enfinger, but she preferred to go by Melanie or Miss. She would prefer to go by Miss Mel because she didn't want the kids to call her Miss Enfinger.
That's hilarious.
She didn't want to be called Miss Enfinger. But anyway, so So I used to be a really great thrifter. I used to be obsessed with thrifting all the time. That's why I used to wear all these vests. When I first moved to New York City, I try to find a slew of pictures that you all can put up in a row of me wearing just vest on vest on vest on vest. I really loved vests back in my day, but I was never much of a vintager, like for like furniture and pictures and stuff, because I don't really like that. I mean, I do have one Life magazine in my living room that I have framed that I think looks
From
really
your
beautiful.
birth year.
Is it from my birthday year, Jacob? Or is it just from, or did I just think it was cool? I thought it was just like cool looking. I saw it and I was like, wow, what a cool looking Life magazine cover.
Got it.
Yeah,
So
it's not from Birth Mirror.
Yeah.
Is there a magazine cover you love to grace? Is it like if you got an offer from your publicist of like, hey, this magazine wants you to be on the cover. If there was one that you could get, which one would it be? Like you'd be like, oh my God, I'm so proud. I'm like, I can't believe I'm on the cover of this magazine. Like, which one do you really want? Playboy. In drag or out of drag? Bitch.
Whatever it takes.
What's the answer?
Either way. You know, what's the name was on? Bretman Rock was on the cover of Playboy.
I know. He looked so hot. Bretman Rock is dating this hot guy. Have you seen his boyfriend?
Mm-hmm.
They're hot.
Which is crazy. I really thought I stood a chance. And then I was like, oh, this is what you pull? Damn, that's crazy. So I shut my hot
I would
up.
absolutely watch them. Like,
So
I need an eye lift.
up.
Do you see that?
I got to be honest with you. I'm not particularly interested in continuing the conversation about eye lift. You're going to get it or you're not going to get it. Every third
time
episode.
I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh my God, like I could really benefit.
Yeah, you're right. You desperately need an eye lift. It's desperate at this point, actually.
But I tell you the problem. Dr. Davis said, like, I don't have hair. So I can't hide anything back here. So it had to be my eyebrow. So anyway, and I was saying, so I was walking down around here in Burlington. And I stopped at this place to get a breakfast sandwich. I said, best breakfast sandwiches in Burlington, blah, blah, blah. So I get it.
I've been to that place.
Anyway, and you can get it on.
I was just in Burlington. I was literally there like 2 weeks ago.
What's the place?
When you go toward the university, when you walk out to the right out of the comedy club, like out of the coffee shop, you go up the street and then you pass the main campus area, and then you turn left on that main street with all those spots, like the coffee shops and stuff, and they have the street kind of shut down. It's like a huge base, like a massive sidewalk. I think it might even be like brick or cobblestone down there. And then you look like to your left, it's like across the street from a clothing store, and it says best breakfast sandwiches in Burlington.
Well, this must be the other place. That it was literally right around the corner from where I am, like 2 blocks down from the comedy store.
Maybe they're all the best breakfast sandwiches in Burlington.
Kind of like when you go out to New York and everywhere is number one Chinese food.
No, number one pizza. Every spot, number one slice.
So I got it. I didn't get it on a bun. I didn't want it on a bun, so I got it on sourdough bread. She said, "You want sourdough?" I'm like, "Sure." Bitch, my sandwich was 1 slice of sourdough bread, right? This is sourdough bread. They cut that in half, made my sandwich all on one half, and put the other half on top. So my sandwich was literally half the size of a regular sandwich. And
sometimes sourdough bread is really big pieces of bread. There was like a giant piece of sourdough bread.
Hell no. This was a medium average size slice of sourdough bread.
Was it thick though? Was it stacked?
No, I mean, I got sausage and bacon on it. So, I mean, because I got extra shit. But this sandwich was $18. What?
Nothing.
What?
One time Monét came to my apartment and she got a slice of pizza from downstairs. And I had never seen this in my life, y'all. I gagged. I think this pizza had every piece of meat in this shop available on it. Like, when I tell y'all, it was a thin crust, but Monét came up with some Chicago style. Like, this shit was deep dish by the time Monét got done a little bit. It was like,
I love a meat lovers. I love a meat lovers pizza.
I remember looking and being like, this is crazy. Whenever I bite into a meat lovers pizza, it just feels ridiculous. Don't you feel ridiculous biting into a meat lovers pizza?
No, I feel delicious.
It doesn't make sense.
What do you mean it doesn't make sense? It's just so what's different than that? And than a fucking supreme pizza that has mushrooms, zucchini, eggplant, onions. Like,
I don't eat those either. I mean, not everyone knows, but my favorite pizza, my friends all know, is pepperoni pizza. I prefer thin crust. One kind of meat. I will also eat a chicken barbecue pizza. Ooh, woo, chicken barbecue. So good. Or
So I
pork
went to
barbecue
I was
pizza.
like, I'm sorry. I ordered a full sandwich. She's like, this is a full sandwich. And I just put my tail behind my legs, some my lemonade in my sandwich. Now, this was a very good sandwich. I was just gagged at how small it was. I'm going to go back tomorrow and have to order two. So $36 for a whole sandwich.
I have been very disappointed in, I'll tell you after this break what I've been disappointed in, actually. I have been incredibly disappointed in the handmade lemonade in restaurants. I've not had a good handmade lemonade since I worked at Jesus Chicken.
That's honestly that's a pretty. I would say I would agree with this take. Anytime you get handmade lemonade, it tastes like it's just Minute Maid from the bottle.
They're lying.
Yeah,
because
I think you're right.
It's handmade because they're mixing the Minute Maid from the fucking pack themselves instead of connecting it to the fucking carbonation machine. You're lying.
Yeah.
You did not squeeze lemons. You did not put sugar in here. You did not sweat churning this. You didn't. You're lying to me. And because I used to make lemonade at Jesus Chicken, I know what handmade lemonade tastes like.
So do you know the recipe?
Yeah, I can make some. I can make some
still
lemonade.
to this day, if a gun to head, you can make the Jesus Chicken lemonade.
Yeah, but it would be like 5 gallons of it.
Well, okay, Bob, scale it down to a smaller size.
Well, it's what I have. The gun to head. They didn't say make 1 cup. They said make some lemonade. So I got you at your next pool party. You want me to bring lemonade to the pool party?
I would, Bob. I would fucking love that. Okay, but you have to like put a little vodka in there too.
I will not. You can just put vodka on the side. Put vodka in your own. I'm like, why can't you just add your own vodka to it instead of having everyone have the vodka? That sounds wild.
Why can't you just make 2? One with vodka, one without?
Well, I'm wondering how am I going to get it to your house? Traveling with like more than a gallon of lemonade feels really stressful.
Oh, are you serious about the 5-gallon thing?
I mean, I could scale it down if I really needed to.
You can at least do half and do 2.5 gallons. You can at least just cut the ingredients in half and make 2.5 gallons.
Well, then what are you gonna? But I feel like bringing less than 2 gallons. How many people are at this party?
I think if I had a party in my home, I would be comfortable. You know, I'm very a numbers girl. I think I would be comfortable with about 50 people.
I mean, that's 5 gallons of lemonade.
But you're assuming everybody wants lemonade. Like there's gonna be. I'm not only serving lemonade. There's gonna be other things as well.
This lemonade is gonna go. It's gonna go crazy. What other drinks are you gonna have? What are you gonna have that's gonna beat my lemonade? What do you have?
There's gonna be like a punch there. There's going
Who's
to be.
making punch?
There's gonna be what?
Who's making the punch?
Me. I can make punch. I'm from the Caribbean, bitch.
You think your handmade punch is gonna be better than my handmade lemonade?
100%.
And to be clear, I'm not talking about you pouring cranberry juice and pouring a bunch of juice that already exists. I am squeezing lemons with my hands.
Nigga, I'm squeezing my tropical fruits into the thing.
And then pouring in your cranberry
strawberries
juice
myself.
And then pouring in your cranberry juice.
No, I'm going to make, bitch. First of all, okay, you know what? You know what I would do? Bitch, I know how to make squash. Do you know what squash is?
No.
It's basically Caribbean lemonade. But we don't make it with fucking lemons.
You don't show
We make our shit with limes. It's called squash. And my squash will eat. People will gag at my squash over your lemonade. I will guarantee you that.
Monet's not going to bring her Caribbean. Monet's going to show up with a fucking firecracker. Monet's going to show up with Monet's going to show up selling them $5 a pop in these unmarked bottles. If y'all don't know, a firecracker is...
Nutcrackers.
Knuckle popper. What is it?
Nutcrackers.
A nutcracker. Nutcrackers are these. If at every Pride down near the New Jersey Transit, there's a bunch of kids with coolers selling you nutcrackers, and it is basically a cocktail they made in their home, and then they just bottle them up, bring them over via the PATH train, and sell them down on Christopher Street.
I mean, they sell them all over New York. They sell them all over New York City.
I only saw them down at Christopher Street. I only ever saw them at Pride.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, but my friends, we used to buy Nutcrackers all the time, like in high school and stuff, and just take them down by the pier and drink them, whatever, a mess. And go to back to, I cannot believe I used to drink, like, who knows what they were putting in there, but they could have had fentanyl in there. We were just drinking Nutcrackers.
So you and I are going to have a drink off.
Yes. Okay, we have so many offs. Bitch, cancel your tour. We need to take a week and record. We got to go to the gun range. We got to go to the hatchet throwing.
Anything you can do is coming back.
It's really coming back, y'all. Because my squash mob will gather you. Let me calm down. Because
you need to calm down. Know before you embarrass yourself.
First of all, because the thing about Americans, like Americans, Caribbean Americans know this. Like we have, I think, can y'all sound down below? Squash, St. Lucian thing? I don't know. I don't know if it's all over the Caribbean.
If you don't know it, it must be a Southern thing.
St. Lucians know the deliciousness of squash. And because Americans don't even have a concept of how delicious this can taste, it's going to blow their fucking minds when I make squash.
And what I'm relying on is for a lot of Americans to have a taste they remember, something that reminds them of home.
It's not even traditional for you. You just taking Mr. Jesus chicken recipe. You invested nothing in the recipe.
Now, lemonade actually is a Southern thing. Now, if I really wanted to fuck you up and embarrass the shit out of you, I would make an Arnold Palmer and really gather you. Gather you. Because the Arnold Palmer,
I cannot wait.
Take your little squash and four.
Anything you can do is coming back, and my squash, and we're gonna make them. Then we're gonna go to on Hollywood and and Sunset Boulevard, and we're gonna be hanging them out, and people are gonna vote for which one tastes the best. Your shit, blindly though, they're not gonna know who made what, and we're gonna see who's gonna win the motherfucking competition. I guarantee you, it will be me and not you. You fucking redhead scarf bitch.
And what are you gonna do when you're wrong?
There's nothing I can't even fathom that, because there's no way I will be wrong.
And you know what the crazy thing is? This is the craziest part. If I decided to make the squash, mine would be better than yours.
You're so ridiculous.
That's the craziest part.
I aspire to your level of delusion, because I will say it has gotten you very far in life. This level of delusion has gotten you very far in life. And I really, honestly, it is admirable.
I could say the same thing. I could say the same thing. But I'm choosing not to.
It's a really fierce, bitch. Even like sex dancing. Do you remember that?
Remember what? What are you keying about?
I need to find it. I just sent it to Jay. The video of you and I at Sony at doing the Sibling Rivalry live at the Sony Playhouse, whatever, and we're trying to do that. No, dance. And you and I are out of breath. We are winded. We cannot make it through. It is the most embarrassing thing I've That number, I have to find it so Jacob put it in the video. Oh, Jacob, please, I don't want to stop the podcast, but Jacob, remind me, we have to put this in the video. This is a very important video that we have to put it here.
No, I think that well, when it comes to dancing, I certainly consider myself someone who can dance. I have rhythm. I have pretty good rhythm, actually. And I tend to be able to pick up on choreography pretty easily. You know what I mean?
You do pick up choreo. You pick up choreo fast. I will say that, but you do pick up choreo very fast. But also, you have a good memory.
I do have a good memory. I do not have the knees in me anymore. Like, I do not have the knees in me anymore. I'm not that girl. I will never be that girl again. It's only going to get worse as I get older unless I do something about it. And then it might get a little bit better, then it'll get worse again. But I do not have the pop, lock, and drop. I can pop. I can lop. I can drop it, but I can't bring it back up to do it all over again. You know what I mean? Dropping is easy. Picking it back up, that's where the challenge comes in.
Literally, you literally told us how to do this in your song.
Bring it back up.
In purse first.
Yeah, but I was telling people to do what to do. Also, I remember, I miss when dance songs used to tell you exactly what to do. Slide to the left, slide to the right. One hop this time. So, like, everybody stand up. Go to the bar. Get a drink now, y'all.
Oh my gosh, should you and I make the new cha-cha slide? The gay, like, Bob, should we write the new gay cha-cha slide that all the gay bars, like, because the cha-cha slide is an electric slide, very big for the Black community. At mostly every celebration, a wedding, a birthday party, cookouts, whatever we do the song, we should make one for the gays to do at the gay bar.
Do y'all do that in New York? Is that a thing? Do you do it in the Caribbean? Do y'all do the cha-cha slide? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So, I will say, in the South, you will do the electric slide, but it's very rarely to the song, the electric slide.
You don't have to do it. It can go to any song.
But you only do the cha-cha slide to the cha-cha slide.
Because that one is so specific.
Yeah, but the electric slide, you rarely hear it is the electric slide. That's pretty rare to hear that song.
Yeah.
Although, oh my God, I haven't heard the electric slide in so long.
It's electric. Boogie, woogie, woogie, woogie.
What's the one that goes, now kick, now kick, now kick, now
That's
kick, now
drop it by yourself. To the front, to the front.
What is that song? Cupid Slide.
I don't know what Shuffle. It's the Cupid Shuffle. There we go. Bob, we got to make the gay one. The gays, sorry. We need to make the queer slide song. Like the queers need a slide. Although, but the thing about, we've all been at, I know I have, in my family, we have some white folk, and sometimes it's painful to get the white people on the right beat to do the electric or the Cupid or the cha-cha slide.
We used to be like, now dye your hair blue. Dye your hair blue. Everybody go and dye your hair blue.
So I think it'll be really hard to make a queer slide because, girl, white people, why is it, why at a chemical level do white people have bad rhythm?
Well, I don't think that white people inherently have bad rhythm. I think that it's the reason why Filipino people can sing so well. I don't think that they have a genetic code that makes them better singers. I think they're steeped in music culture from a very, very young age, which happens to be why a lot of Filipinos, not all Filipinos, just happen to be really good singers because they are just singing nonstop. There's karaoke at the mall, karaoke at every party. They're just always fucking singing karaoke all the time. And I think that dancing and music is a big part, specifically dancing is a big part of Black culture. And not all white people have that because there are obviously a lot of white people with really fucking great rhythm. You know what's weird to me? True. Can I tell you a really hot take?
What?
Oftentimes, people I know who are ballet dancers don't have rhythm.
I don't know a lot of ballet dancers, so I can't even. I don't know.
Like they're not like they whenever they try to do something that's not ballet, I'd be like, what the fuck is this? Like, what's happening? Why does it look like that? You know when you get cornered by that one aunt at family gatherings, the one who asks you those super personal questions like, when are you going to get married? Or what's going on with that promotion? And you feel like you gotta have to bend the truth just to avoid the judgment? Well, while we're all grinning and bearing it with our family, you should not have to do that when you're at the doctor. That's where Zocdoc comes in. It is the place where you can find and book doctors who actually listen to you and make you feel comfortable. No awkward judgment here. And we're not talking about a few doctors, okay? With Zocdoc, you can search from tens of thousands of top-rated patient-reviewed doctors, all with verified reviews. That means you can make sure the vibes are right before you even meet them in person. And the best part is, it's free to use. Whether you're booking a specialist or just a nearby in-network doctor, Zocdoc makes it easy to filter for exactly what you need by location, availability, and even insurance. No more settling for the first doc that pops up just because they're available.
I love that you can instantly book an appointment online. No more sitting on hold with a receptionist. And with Zocdoc, the typical wait time to see a doctor is between 24 and 72 hours. You can even get same-day appointments. And y'all, it is never too late to take charge of your health. Use this service. As someone who waited too long to use Zocdoc, I'm telling y'all, your life will be better for it. So if you're like me, I want to find the best doctors without all the hassle. Download the Zocdoc app today. After Zocdoc, I could never, ever forever, ever, go back to booking doctors the regular way. Just go to Zocdoc.com/rivalry and download the app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/rivalry. Zocdoc.com/rivalry.
As summer starts turning into fall, I cannot wait to get cozy with cooler weather. You know, bringing out those sweaters, sip on something a little pumpkin spicy, just embrace the season, embrace my inner white girl. And one of my favorite things about fall is switching up my look to match the vibe. Whether it's my wardrobe or accessories, I love a fresh start. That's why I am so excited about Pair Eyewear. I can't wait to hear Monét try to say that. I've been using Pair for a while now. I absolutely love how easy and affordable it is to switch up my style. Their top frames make it simple to customize my glasses whenever I want, whether I'm going for something more classic or I want a little fall whimsy to match the season. With top frames starting at just $25, it's budget friendly and you have options for every occasion. Plus, if you've got an FSA or HSA, you can use that to buy your base frames, which makes it even more affordable.
This fall, I've been rotating between a few different designs, some with fun patterns and a pair that just screams autumn. And switching them out is so easy, y'all. All you do is snap them on and snap them off. I love being able to change up my look on a whim, whether it's for the night out or just a regular day at the office or even a night at the theater. It's like quality, y'all. Pair doesn't skimp on that either. Their frames are durable, stylish, and built to last. Because y'all know Bobby breaking everything. And sometimes he'd be hugging me too tight and he'd squeeze my glasses, but the pairs, I say, right intact. My little strong little baby. I've even did the virtual try-on, which was super fun and made finding the right base frames so much easier.
If you're ready to upgrade your eyewear for fall, Pair Eyewear has something for everyone. Base frames start at just $60, and with free standard shipping and a 30-day return policy, you can really not go wrong. So why not fall into a new routine with infinite possibilities from Pair Eyewear? Go to paireyewear.com and use code SIBLING for 15% off your first pair. And don't forget to mention that Sibling Rivalry sent you in the post-checkout survey. That's PAIR eyewear.com. Code Sibling15. I actually had a fan come to the meet and greet recently, and I was like, oh my God, I love your glasses. And she was like, Pair Eyewear, I use your code. And I was like, you better work.
You know, I remember the exact moment I realized it was time to get serious about my finances. But I've been wanting to make a big purchase, but every time I looked at my account, something else seemed to pop up. Whether it was paying off bills or trying to save, I realized that I needed to make smarter money moves, and that's when I found Chime. With Chime, I was able to get a grip on my finances, but what really stood out to me was their fee-free overdraft up to $200 with SpotMe. I remember those times when an overdraft would hit and I'd have to deal with those ridiculous fees, but with Chime, I didn't have to worry about it. Nope, not anymore. It's like they've got your back when you need it most.
Another great feature, getting paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit. That little head start can make a huge difference when you're budgeting and trying to stay ahead of your bills. And Chime doesn't charge monthly or maintenance fees, which really helps when you're trying to save. Plus, with access to over 50,000, I'm going to say that again, 50,000 fee-free ATMs, I can grab cash wherever and whenever I need it without stressing about hidden fees. Chime even has a community vibe with its boost feature. You can temporarily increase a friend's SpotMe limit, and they can do the same for you if you need a little extra cushion. It's a win-win.
So if you're looking to make progress with your finances, Chime is definitely the way to go. Make your fall finances a little greener and start working toward your financial goals with Chime. Open your account in just 2 minutes at chime.com/rivalry. That's chime.com/rivalry. Chime feels like progress.
Banking service and debit card provided by the Bancorp N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. members FDIC. SpotMe eligibility requires an overdraft limit supply. Boosts are available to eligible Chime members enrolled in SpotMe and are subject to monthly limits. Terms and conditions apply. Go to chime.com/disclosures for details. All right, it is fall and life is busier than ever. I'm on tour, Monét's on tour, you're back in school, work is ramping up. Between work, social events, and everything else is going on, I don't always have time to plan our meals and spend hours in the kitchen. That's why I've been loving Home Chef. It is seriously taking the stress out of dinner time for me, and I still get the restaurant quality meal experience at home. Recently, I had this incredible garlic butter steak from Home Chef, and when I say I took it to Monét's house and she asked her to cook it for me. Get your friend that can cook. It's so great. It was really good. That's the hack. They're afraid of this. They hate this one hack. I feel like it was eating out of a fancy restaurant. Monet had like a sommelier. She had the towel over her arm. It was amazing. I bring her the outfit. I wear her a cute little hat to wear. And it took her less than 30 minutes to make my food. The ingredients come pre-portioned, super fresh, and the instructions are so easy to follow that even Monet Exchange could do it. She didn't feel overwhelmed. She didn't feel overwhelmed. And when she doesn't feel like cooking, there are other ready-to-order kits to go. Just pop them in the oven and relax, honey.
What I love most is the variety. With over 30 different meal options every week, I'm never stuck trying to figure out what will Bob like this week. No, whether you're into speedy recipes, classic meal kits, or even microwave meals, which is what I often make for Bob because she loves a microwave meal. She loves it. Home Chef has you covered. Plus, they cater to all sorts of dietary needs, so there's always something for everyone. And it's not just convenient, it's actually saving me money because honestly, y'all, shopping for Bob can be very stressful. But on an average, Miss Home Chef customers, I save like $86 a month on groceries. So it's a no-brainer for me. So if you're ready to make your life easier and enjoy delicious home-cooked meals, now's the time to give Home Chef a try. For a limited time, Home Chef is offering my listeners, 18 free meals plus free dessert for life and free shipping on your first box. Go to homechef.com/rivalry to get started. That's homechef.com/rivalry for 18 free meals and free dessert for life. Homechef.com/rivalry. Must be an active subscriber to receive free dessert. I don't know if I agree with your take before because, for example, like obviously not all Black people are great athletes, but Black people, I think genetically, we are like across the board, we're more superior and we are better in sports than white folks.
Well, I would like to give you the option to reflect on that and how problematic it could be when insinuating that Black people are big, stronger.
I did not say that. I did not say big and stronger. I don't have to be big and stronger.
But it could insinuate.
You don't have to be
the
biggest or the strongest to be a good athlete.
Well, I just want to let you know that it could lean that way, which could lead to this notion that Black people are bigger, stronger, and more athletically inclined than white people, which makes us ultimately kind of scarier, and which makes it feel like we can't experience pain at the same level. I'm not saying you're saying that. I'm asking you. I know.
I want to be very clear about that. Is not what I'm trying to say. That is not. That is a whole lot of things on what I'm trying to say, which is literally not in the neighborhood of what I'm trying to say.
Well, I'm trying to let you know how you can reflect on how that could be inferred, because a lot of people will use that kind of notion they were using that to see why Black people shouldn't be allowed to play basketball, why Black people shouldn't be allowed to run in sports, why Black people shouldn't be allowed to box, because they're just these big, strong, super Negroes who are going to beat up us white people.
I hear that inference, and that is not what I'm trying to say. I'm saying that if you look at the history, like Black folk, we just excel at sports. We are very good at sports. And that does not mean we are the biggest, not mean we are the strongest. That just means that we are just genetically, we are fucking good at sports. Like whatever that means.
That might not be genetics though. It might be something else. Like for example, I don't think it's genetics that makes Black people historically better rappers than white people. Like it's not genetics.
Well, that's different. That's rhythm.
But it could be cultural. Like for example, I think that white people tend to be better ice skaters. I don't think that's genetics. I think it's cultural.
But is that true though? White people tend to be good at ice skating. Is that true? I don't know if that's true.
More. If you look at the gold medals, more white people have more white people. Even if you look at it, I don't know. Even if you look at it in comparison to how many to like in relation to population, you know what I mean? Percentage compared to population, it's going to be more white people. Or if you look at gymnastics or something, well, not gymnastics, because Simone Biles had done changed that game. But it's probably more
Dominique Dawes. A lot of the Black girls.
It's probably more of a cultural thing than it is a like Black people are genetically better at sports. That there is nothing to support that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think white people have more medals in figure skating. I don't think that's true. I'm trying to find some. I don't think that's a thing.
Can you name a Black figure skater?
I can't name a white one either. The only figure skater I can name is Michelle, the one I told you who is the cultural. Sorry,
you can't name more than one figure skater. You can't name Johnny Weir.
Johnny Weir. I remember her.
You can't name Tanya Harding.
Isn't Johnny Weir Asian?
Johnny Weir is a man. Johnny Weir is I didn't
say that she wasn't a woman. I just said, isn't Johnny Weir Asian?
I heard of her. Johnny Weir is a white man from America. Johnny Weir.
I thought Johnny Weir was Asian.
You never heard of Tanya Harding?
Michelle Kwan is what I'm talking about. She is the U.S. ambassador.
Tanya Harding?
Oh yeah, Tanya. Yes.
You never heard of Nancy Kerrigan?
Those two in that movie, yes.
Christy Yamaguchi.
Don't know who that is.
You don't know who Christy Yamaguchi is?
No. I know Michelle Kwan.
Apollo Anton Ono?
Is that Yoko Ono's son?
No, he's Jesus Christ, that was crazy.
I'm not a Winter Olympics girly. I am a Summer Olympics
I'm
girl.
not either, but they're huge athletes. Apollo Anton Ono is a speed skater.
Who's watching speed skating? No one's watching speed skating.
Someone's watching speed skating, I assure you.
Duh.
But yeah, I can name lots. I can name a few figure skaters.
Debbie Thomas.
Who is this woman?
Who is she?
Just a black figure skater?
She's a black figure skater.
Yeah, so I did some research.
Did I say skater? Is that what I said?
There might be more, but as for what I can tell, just doing quick research, it looks like there have been 3 black women who've been in the Olympics figure skating. There might be more, but that was just what I found quickly. But
yeah, I feel like it's pretty common knowledge there are more white people in figure skating than black people in the Olympics. That feels like common knowledge.
I don't think that's true. Soraya Bonali, French figure skater.
She's the one who did the backflip. I remember this woman. She was the first one to do a backflip at the Olympics, and it was illegal when she did it. But then after she did it, it became like cool to do.
I have a question. When someone does,
Monét, what's quiet is it even being presented with the fact that there's not a lot of black women in figure skating? You're still like, it's not true.
I didn't say there's not a lot of black women in figure skating. No, you said that white women. You said that white people have the most medals in figure skating.
In America, there are more white women figure skating than black women. This is a fact.
Okay. Is that true? Is it a fact, Jacob? Like, I think there are a lot of. There are a lot of Asian women that figure skate as well. Just because one of the top ones I know is Michelle Kwan. Isn't she like the most decorated figure skater that we have?
I don't know. I think Christy Yamaguchi might be.
Is Christy Yamaguchi a white woman?
She's Asian.
An Asian woman, right? So It seems like the most decorated and the most awarded seems to be Asian.
I didn't say most decorated. I said there are more white women in figure skating.
You said
in
medals.
America.
No, you said medals first. You said that.
I think there are also more. I mean, how many black women have won medals in the Olympics for figure skating, Jacob? I mean, also even that way, it's still probably the same.
I'm not talking about black women only. I'm just saying the original.
I'm talking about black people. We're talking about black people excelling in sports because they're genetically
the most medals in figure skating. I'm like, is that true? Or where is that coming from?
Well, there are more white people figure skating in America than black people. That seems like common knowledge to me.
Okay.
Just like there are more white people in the PGA than there are black people. That just seems like common knowledge.
Well, I know because of Tiger Woods' history and how he broke so many barriers. He was like one of the first black men, or maybe not one of the first, or whatever. Growing up, knowing that Tiger Woods was breaking all these barriers for being the first.
But also, Tiger Woods being a great golfer is not genetic; it is cultural.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, I don't think black people are better at sports. I don't think it's genetics. I think it's a cultural thing.
Wait, I also want to look at this one. Hold on. Wait, who is?
What?
I'm trying to look at the skating thing. Hold on. I'm trying to find this breakdown of people in figure skating.
Why don't you let Jacob do that while we continue talking?
Yeah, Jacob, look up some more stats on the figure skating thing. Or I don't know if figure skating.
I feel like somehow you're trying to paint a notion that figure skating is a sport that is predominantly black, which you're never going to find that.
I've never said that. That is not the notion I'm trying to talk about. I'm trying to talk about this statistic. We were talking about figure skating. Now my brain is like, oh, figure skating. But we're naming a lot of Asian women who are good in the sport. I'm just curious as to what is the demographic? Like, who is figure skating?
We named 2, Michelle Kwan and Christy Yamaguchi.
And those are probably the 2 most popular ones. Would you disagree?
I don't know a lot of. I think Tanya Harding and Nancy Kerrigan, but that's because of the scandal.
They had drama. One tried to break someone's legs.
And then there's also Johnny Weir. And then I also was talking about speed skater Apollo Anton Ono,
who is an Asian American man.
He's not. He's white and Mexican.
Got it.
Yeah.
Ono what?
Apollo Anton Ono.
Okay. I have some numbers. Keep in mind, this is just done from a quick Google search over like a couple sites. So it looks like 70 to 75% of figure skaters roughly are white or European descent. That's like Russia, Sweden. I would say East Asian. It looks like somewhere between 15 and 20% for East Asian. And then Black and African descent, 1 or 2%. And then other like miscellaneous is 3 to 5%.
No, that feels so. Black people are the smallest part of figure skating, and I feel like everyone knows black folks don't be figure skating.
But no one was saying the argument was not about black people. I was more so saying white people.
It was about black people.
No,
I was saying
no.
Originally, I said there are more white people figure skating than black people.
No, you said no. That was not what you said. We need to rewind. Jay, play the clip.
White people tend to be better ice skaters. I don't think that's genetics. I think it's cultural.
But is that true though? White people tend to be good at ice skating. Is that true? I don't know if that's true.
More. If you look at the gold medals, more white people have more white people. Even
if
you
look
at
it, I don't know. If you said that white people have the most medals in figure skating, I'm like, is that true? Because when I think of figure skating,
I also said there are more white people figure skating than black people. I've said that several times.
But that was not the original argument. So my brain is going, well, the ones the most popular names that I know figure skating are Asian. I was thinking Michelle Kwan, Johnny Ware, who I thought was Asian, who is not apparently, and then you say Chrissy Yamaguchi because that's like your favorite figure skater, right? You talked about her before, so that's what.
She's not my favorite. I don't have a favorite figure skater. I'm not really into figure skating.
So in my brain, I'm going like, it seems like there are a lot of Asian people who do very well in figure skating. So that's in my brain. It wasn't a black and white thing. It was like white people. I think maybe Asian people might be dominating the sport, but apparently it is white folk.
Well, clearly we're having two different conversations.
We are.
I was right either way. Anyway,
we're talking.
But I was right either way.
Instead of talking to each other.
But I was right either way.
Let's go back to dance. Oh, I was gonna say. So in sports like this, like when you do, like for example, like if I guess you need to have a rubric to judge people, so you can like so there's a fair way to judge everyone. But bitch, if I bust out a backflip and it's not allowed yet, like bitch, just give me the highest mark that you would score that. But I guess no, because you have to like there's like a council, kind of why they took Jordan Childs's not why they took her medal, or they're trying to take her medal away because Jordan Childs, she won the bronze for women's all around. Or women's
what is all round? What is that?
All around gymnastics. Like you do all 5 categories. And she did a move or something. Anyway, long story short, there's a council of people that they have to like go back and forth. So I guess if you do a move that isn't cleared by the council yet, it wouldn't be fair because then you can't adequately judge it. And so that I'm kind of answering my own question. But I'm like, if you are fair and can do a move that everybody else can't do, like, bitch, give me my 10s. Give me my 10s.
I mean, I guess I don't really understand the rubrics of ruling, and I don't really get it, to be honest. But apparently, this happened with that French lady when she did a backflip at the Olympics. I saw like a short like mini doc on this backflip. It was like really legendary, and it was really emotional, and everyone went crazy. But she received low scores because of the backflip. And I think she's the first person to do a backflip at the Olympics. And then there was one with, and I believe there was something with, I can't remember I, Tonya very well, but I thought there was something about her doing like a certain number of turns or something. But when she did it, they didn't make it illegal. But maybe they did. There was something about her doing like a certain number of turns that no one had ever done before. But honestly, I can't remember. I wish I could remember it better than I do. I was going to stop.
The triple axel. She was the first woman to complete a triple axel, which is, I believe, you launch in the air and do 3 turns, triple axel. But
and land on 1 foot.
100% sure. But yes, that was her thing, the triple axel.
But then also you look at old video. Let me just get back to dancing. We look at old videos of like, when they show like the flashbacks in the Olympics of like, you know, the 70s or like the 80s, like it's just like how complex gymnastics has gotten in the past, 50 years. It's kind of crazy. Like the moves they're doing, it just seems so simple and so clean. And as time has gone on, like these girls are doing these like crazy twirls and flips and dips. I mean, Simone Biles has like 3 moves named after her, like the Biles. Like you go and someone does a Wchenko, that's named after someone. And Simone Biles in her time as one of the greatest athletes of all time is landing her moves that are named after her. That shit is fucking bomb.
It's basically me with drag, basically.
Anyway, so dancing.
Like
Do you know what?
one of the most like someone who like changes the game and people imitate my stuff and like try to do what I do.
The clip that
I
came
feel what
up
you're talking about.
that I live for
Why you brushing over that? Well, let's
is
explore that. Let's
what's her
explore
name?
that.
What's her name?
Wait,
Legendary
hold on.
Naomi Maldonado.
Hold on. Why are we brushing past my impact?
Naomi Maldonado at America's Best Dance Crew? Or
Jealousy.
no? It wasn't America's Best Dance Crew. Yeah, it was.
It was America's Best Dance Crew.
With Vogue Evolution and them doing the Beyonce Crazy Love number. And like, in my mind, to me, it's such a beautiful piece of dancing art because you're seeing they're taking the dancing style of Vogue and infusing it with hip hop and R&B, and it is so seamless. In my mind, to me, that takes more talent than just doing like a straight up, I'ma just do a modern motherfucking thing. Bitch, they're mixing like 3 or 4 different types of dance and making this like beautiful fucking thing. It's one of my favorite videos online.
I just remember specifically her running up those guys' backs in high heels.
Yes.
And then jumping off and doing a dip, and I was like, stepping on my back in high heels is diabolical.
I think she's on the balls of her feet.
Still, what if you slip? Now what? Now I got a back piercing? Okay.
Well, let me tell you something. You watch Voguers. Voguers are. I've never.
A lot of these dancers. I don't know if y'all know this. All these dancers. If you ever travel with dancers, they're all wearing knee pads, knee braces, fucking back braces, wrist braces, the crutches. They are hurting themselves. They are breaking their bodies into pieces.
Not at balls. They don't be wearing. Sometimes they do, but sometimes they be at balls and videos and stuff. They just be there with just their bare knees, just over and over.
Yeah, when they're there, but then when they go to when you see them rehearsing in the studio, what they got on? A knee brace, a back brace, a leg brace, an ankle brace. They're all hurting.
Crazy. Like even to contort, even when you're like doing like a dip in your heel sometimes. What's her name? Chime was like, bitch, I have like all these scars on my back from like my heel. Like
exactly, these people are hurting themselves. Wild. Like these dancers are beating themselves to smithereens to give you a little pot of bourrée.
Ballet dancers, but they toes be fucked up. So at PPAS, we had the ABT department, which was the American Ballet Theater. So the dancers would always be in the hallway stretching their feet, bitch, and their feet be fucked, girl. Their shit be bleeding. They literally bleed for their art daily. Shit is fucked up. I couldn't be a dancer. I just don't have it in me. You said that I can move very well. I have a bad memory, so it takes me a while to remember choreo. Like in the moment I can do it. It takes me a while to like remember it, and I have to like really practice it over and over and over so it gets just in my body so I'm not thinking about it. But I would consider myself more of a mover, not a dancer. Like I can move, I have rhythm, but I wouldn't say like I'm like a dancer. Like I wouldn't categorize myself as a dancer. I say that I'm a mover.
What's the difference between a mover and a dancer?
I think a mover is someone who has good rhythm and can like I can find a beat to a song and like I can step and I can chill in the club. I can give like I'm moving to the thing. But you throw choreo at me, choreo takes me a long time. I think dancers are good at choreo. Like you can pick up choreo pretty quickly. I can't.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like what makes a dancer is someone who like practices it a lot and like maybe has a history in it outside of just doing it, at the club for fun. I would say I'm someone who moves. I would never call myself a dancer in a million years. But typically speaking, whenever I'm part of something and it's time to learn choreography and I learned it, someone's always like, oh my God, Bob, you learned that. And I'm like, yeah, I can dance. People always seem shocked. People often seem shocked that I can dance. It like blows people's minds. Like, oh.
Well, maybe you start calling yourself a dancer then. Because I don't think you dance so well.
Well, I don't feel like a dancer. But it is weird that everyone's always shocked that I can dance. I'm always like, what y'all think I was gonna be up here? What y'all expect?
Yeah. Even on like
you ever get there, are folks like, oh, you can dance?
No, I think because a lot of people, if they're digesting or know me from Drag Race, I think Drag Race has painted a picture of me that I'm a dancer or I can dance very well. So I don't get people shocked that I can dance.
Yeah, there's really no dancing of me on Drag Race at all, and there's certainly not. Well, there is a lot of dancing of me on We're Here actually, but I guess people aren't watching that. Damn, ate us up with that one, y'all.
Ate you up.
No, 4 seasons is actually a great run. That is a great run for a TV show. That's 1 season less than Breaking Bad.
Well, the girls over there at Dragula, they are turning it out. Apparently, for the first Extermination this season, like the budget is off the charts because for the first challenge, the person who was exterminated, they took them to an island or took them somewhere and they had to go swim with sharks.
Wait, what?
That's what I see on my Twitter. I was like, what? I was like, the Boulay brothers are
as the Extermination.
As the Extermination, you have to go swim with live sharks.
I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't do it either. I mean,
how do they make a winner out of that? Like,
I don't know.
Was it whoever was the least afraid with the sharks? Like, what is
who's eating the least?
I don't know. I just saw it on Twitter.
It feels arbitrary. Honestly, it feels like a lip sync for your life, where the judges be like, I like that one more. I've seen a few that were more like, there was one where you had to like, there was a cockroach in a tube, and you have to blow the cockroach into the other person's mouth. Like you're blowing the cockroach.
No.
So basically, you have to sustain your breath longer, or else you get a cockroach in the mouth.
Send me home. Could you do that?
It depends on who I'm going against. If I'm going against like an opera singer, they'd probably be able to blow it into my mouth. But if I'm going against like, I don't know, a 90-year-old woman, she's going to be chewing on bugs.
And how many 90-year-old women you think are in do Dragula, you think?
I don't know how old them bitches are. I don't know how old the ghouls are. Are they ghouls or monsters? Ghouls. The Dragula ghouls, yeah.
Yeah, I heard about the stapling one. The tattoo, the tattoo one. Someone just other castmate had to tattoo you, right, or something like that.
No, they get a Dragula tattoo. So you get either the Boulets or a Dragula tattoo on your body, and then one of them got the tattoo and still got eliminated.
It's you choose where the tattoo is, but somebody else in the cast choose which one of the awful tattoos you get.
And like they're awful, like by awful, like what? Like it's like
they're nice tattoos. It's just a Dragula tattoo.
Oh. Or it's like cum slut, like dumb bitch, like faggot, like I don't know, like.
But it wasn't. I thought they were Dragula specific tattoos. I feel like
maybe they were.
Yeah,
that's possible. Let me look into it. But yeah,
I believe it was James Majesty who got a Dragula tattoo, but she won that challenge. But someone else lost that week, and then they ended up they just got eliminated, and then now they have like the Boulets tattooed on them.
I also think they did it twice.
Also,
maybe that was the issue. Is it? I remember Hollow Eve got a tattoo on their armpit.
Ooh, that's a sensitive spot. That's a sensitive spot. Was it this big, or was it like? Yeah, Jacob, maybe like that.
Maybe like that or that.
Well,
I need to get my nails done so badly. Look at this. Girl, that shit hurts so fucking bad. You know when your nail starts to peel off way at the fucking, ooh.
You gotta get a fingernail clipper and clip it off.
Man, I did. That's what happened. So I have this jagged ass fucking nail.
Look at mine.
Are you bleeding?
No, it's just sore.
What's that spot?
It's like flesh.
Why is it raw?
Wait, that's the tattoo?
Yeah, this is a tattoo. So they are Dragula themed, but they're also like...
You're a bitch. I'm a filthy bitch. I'm a creep.
I'm leaking. Vander is better than me.
Honestly, that's kind of
fierce. That's fierce. I would get that. I would get that.
Yeah, I don't have what it takes to compete in Dragula, and I can acknowledge that.
Oh, for sure. I would do horrible at Dragula. These sounds horrible. The stapling thing, stapling me, that sounds crazy. No.
Well, staple where? My butt? That'll be fine.
No, I don't want.
Staple my belly? That's fine.
Staple your belly?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, where's not fine?
My shoulder, my knees, my elbows, my ankles, my feet, my hands.
Your knees can't take too much more, girl. Your knees cannot take too much more.
And what can your feet take?
I'm getting my feet done, honey.
With your brand new toes.
There's gonna be everything. Bitch, y'all gonna be sick of seeing my feet after I get them done. Y'all gonna be sick of my feet.
I'm gonna
Sick.
be clear, Monet. What's making your feet hard to walk on is not the corns, honey.
My feet aren't hard to walk on.
It's the explosions.
My feet
Monet,
aren't
we're
hard
not
to
gonna
walk
go down
on.
this path. We're not gonna go down the path of all the videos of you standing on one foot. We're not gonna do this again. We've done this. You've been exposed.
But I've since fixed the problem. The problem was I was wearing pumps that thing my toes. I don't wear pumps anymore. That's why open toe shoes. Open toe shoes have changed my drag life. Like now I leave my room in my heels and I just wear my heels at the club, whenever the club, and I come home. Like I don't need to change because open toe shoes have changed my life. Closed toe shoes, because I have wide feet. So closed toe shoes, taking my wide ass feet and putting them in a point like this for hours was destroying me.
Monet said it here. You will never catch her with one shoe off again. So if you see her out there one shoe off, take a picture. It's the rarest day on earth.
It is. It will be a very rare day, honey. Rare.
I still cannot forget you when you was like, I never. And then the girls started coming through with all these pictures of you on balancing on one. If y'all are the real ones, if you were around for that one, y'all, this pimple on my face is insane.
It's pretty big.
This one giant pimple. Oh my God.
Honestly, I thought it was a little Marilyn. I was like, oh, she's getting back in her piercing. I was going to ask you, and I forgot.
You knew this was a pimple. I said it before we started filming.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Well, I didn't hear when you said that. If you did, I was not paying attention.
You responded to it.
No,
you
I did
literally
not.
responded to it.
I did not.
Jacob was here for it. I'm glad that someone
I did not. I did not.
Monet, we already know for a fact that you will lie. We know you'll lie. We know you would just make things up.
Nigga, I did not see you talk about this. Probably before I joined the Zoom or the Riverside, whatever you want to call it.
No, you were here. You even responded to it. You guys just acknowledge that's what you did.
I did not, and I'm not gonna take your warped perception of reality. I did not even hear about this. I literally came in and I was like, oh, and I was like, and I saw it. Also, I didn't want to talk about it on camera. I was like, when we end the camera, I was like, girl, you back in it, because I wasn't sure what it was. Because also your camera's very blurry. I can't even see you right now.
My camera's not blurry. My connection's not great. The camera's not blurry.
Your connection is unstable, much like the host.
Which one?
You.
Which one?
You.
I'm not the only one hosting this show, honey. Talk about stable. Put on a closed-toe pump and let's see how stable you are.
Nigga, first of all, with your fucking hot toes out here, you got what to talk with your.
First of all, there is not a single footage of me ever anywhere dangling off of a shoe.
Your little cinder block toes, honey, please.
You will never. There is not a. You can scour the earth. There is no footage of me with one shoe on, one shoe off, standing on my tiptoe anywhere.
Because we don't want to use your feet to fucking scare the crows away from our crops, okay? Because you still keep them bitches locked up.
In my 15 to 16 years of doing drag at an excellent level, it's never happened once.
Excellent, yeah, excellent. EGG, excellent.
Honey, unlike. You over there sitting looking like a whole Cadbury, calling me egg excellent.
You got some nerve, bitch. You're fucking Christmas Cadbury with your fucking red on your head. You got some nerve, nigga. You are crazy.
Like a whole Cadbury. Got to call me. How often did you get called Milk Dud when you start shaving your head?
I don't know. I don't think I get called Milk Dud often. I don't think so.
Well, let me be the first. No, I'm kidding. No, when I shaved my head, I first started getting called Milk Dud.
Does Rob help you shave your head now?
Do what?
Does Rob help you shave your head now?
Yeah. Honestly, whoever's near me will help me. Jacob helps me sometimes. Rob helps me a lot because Rob is here. Kennedy would help me a lot. I mean, I basically do my whole head, and then I'm like, can you just point where I missed?
Well, Bob, I tried to give Bob several hacks so you don't ask you, but you just will not take my advice.
No, you want me to use the foils. I'm telling you, I can't use those on my head.
No, not the foil, babe. I literally said what I do is I take the mirror, I put my back to it, and I can see, so I don't need anyone to show me anything.
I do that as well, but sometimes someone can get up and look closer. Like I do. You think I don't use a mirror?
Well, bitch, I never miss a spot. So what are you doing?
I hold up a mirror and I hold up a mirror and I just like this. Actually, I do it from the front. I look in the mirror. Like I look in the big mirror and I use the small mirror.
Oh no, I turn my back to the big mirror because then there's more. You can see more. Like it's a bigger surface.
But you can see closer when you do it this way.
I just go put my head all the way back. I'm like pretty much touching it basically.
I have a system that works. We're good.
It doesn't work because you got to ask people to like, did I miss a spot? Show me to me, Kennedy. Show me to me.
Yeah, there's someone helping me. I have a system.
Maybe he just has more hair growing.
That's not true.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Now, Monet, listen, let me tell you right now. We both know I have more hair growing than you.
Bob,
this is a fact.
Nigga, Bob, you have this gone. I have
Monét,
this gone.
Monét, let's be clear. Let me be clear,
Oh,
Casper.
God, I knew it was coming. Are you ever gonna retire that?
Baby, if we grow this back, one of us is gonna be looking like George Jefferson. Only one of
Nigga,
us.
it's you. Well, no, I'm not George. You go. Oh no, I can't say that.
What?
You passed away.
Who?
You gonna have the John Amos?
But no, you are missing the whole thing.
I'm missing. Yeah, I'm missing here.
No, bitch, Monét, don't play games with me.
I'm missing here.
Yeah, Monét, and all the way to the front. Don't act like you got a hairline.
My hairline. That's what I said. I'm missing here. Is what I said.
Yeah, and Monét, mine does this. I have an M, bitch. You have a fucking U-turn. You have a cul-de-sac.
You are Wario down here, nigga. You are Wario.
And you have a whole cul-de-sac. Bitch. Don't play games with me, honey. I could grow. I could still be saved by finesse the ride.
No,
okay,
no, you cannot, nigga. You are far gone from finesse. Bitch, you finesse the tried that shit.
Bitch, finesse the ride would come to you and be like, "What we supposed to do here?"
You finesse to tried it. That's what you did.
Like, we can maybe do some eyebrows. Maybe we can do some brows. But we ain't got nothing else in us.
You need eyebrows. Nigga, you need eyebrows.
I shave my eyebrows, honey. Let it be known.
I cannot deal with you. I think on that note, we're done.
Yeah, we're done. I'm gonna get me a Coke Zero. I deserve it after this shit.